I've been pulling MLS data every single Monday for months. I took a little vacation. I am back, and let's discover what has happened since then. So this time, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than I normally do. If you love data, you're going to love this information. I pulled the data for the last 3 years. Same time, exact window of days for 30-day windows, going back 3 years to see what the data's telling us. And for every homeowner here in the city of Maricopa thinking about selling their home, listing their home here for sale in the city of Maricopa, needs to see this data prior to picking a price. Here are 3 numbers that frame everything going forward. 31.7% win rate in 2024. The best numbers in 2026 was 22.7% win rate. I know I said best, but that definitely was worse than 2024. And 34 days on market for properly priced homes to win in today's market. Better than the years prior that I pulled. Now that's a win. Now I'm going to walk you through what all of that means, especially if you're thinking about listing your home and pricing it correctly to be on the winning side of this equation. So I'm James Sanson with Real Broker, MaricopaHomesForSale.com. And I track every single Monday the data that tells the story for the zip codes 85139 and 85138. And what I have for you today is not just 1 week of data, not just 1 month of data, 3 years of data covering a month. So let's dive in. So this spring data, if you want to have it designed for your exact address, send me an email, call me at 520-838-8037, or text me at 602-617-3017. And always, there is a link in the description and in the first comment. So click on it. You can request your information that way too. Now, what does this data actually tell us? Right now, there are actually 505 active listings in the MLS based on my criteria that I put in for the city of Maricopa. 54.1% of them have already cut their price. Why even go down that path? Let's list it correctly from day one. Because when you list it from day one correctly, you sell it for more money and quicker. And think about it for 1 second. More than half of your competition has already cut their price and told the market that they got it wrong. See, a lot of times in real estate, we're dealing in FOMO, fear of missing out. Today, we're dealing on fear of overpaying for a home. Buyers are not eager to go and buy your home. You are not doing them a favor trying to help them buy your home. They have so much inventory overall to choose from, especially here in the city of Maricopa, where they have new construction, and most of them have been at one point or another in time giving amazing rates to incentivize them to come in, paying for their closing costs to purchase their property, making it as easy as possible, no barriers to purchase their property. Just remember that when you're pricing your home for sale here in the city of Maricopa. 231 properties have been on the market for more than 60 days. That is 45.7% of the inventory. Nearly half the inventory has been on the market that long. If you are looking to sell your home, you best price it correctly, you best stage it correctly, you best prep it correctly, you best basically get it certified vehicle type ready correctly, meaning pre-inspection, fix all those items. Again, you are not doing a buyer a favor. You're trying to sell your home in this market. This isn't the booming market. This isn't a nice, healthy, appreciating market where we have buyers jumping at a healthy rate to come after your home. So you need to adjust your mindset if you think otherwise. And I'm going to help you get your home sold for top dollar. The beauty with us, we offer Zillow Showcase. Only 10% of the agents in the market have access to it. We also offer Realtor.com Spotlight. So that means on two of the biggest platforms that are out there for real estate, we are positioning your home better. We are getting your home in front of more eyeballs. We outcompete our competition. We know the importance of showcasing your home properly. Twilight photos, Zillow 3D, a walking tour, videos of your home, 2D floor plans, you name it. We're already investing into it where other agents typically are not. Market your home correctly with the James Sanson team with Real Broker. Now let's dive into the flip side. 135 homes are under contract right now. Not too shabby. Would you like to have yours be one of those homes? So this tells me that buyers are writing contracts here in the city of Maricopa. So the question isn't, are there buyers? It's what sellers are getting those buyers. Think about fishing. What kind of bait do you have on there? What are the techniques and skills that you have for fishing? Who's catching the fish? Who's catching the buyers? Who you have on your side when you're selling your home here in the city of Maricopa matters. So what does this all mean for a homeowner here in the city of Maricopa selling their home? We already know 54% of your competition has already cut their price. You have two strategic options right now when it comes time to listing your home. You can come in at the correct market price, have your home prepped, conditioned, staged, right marketing, right media, right advertising, right skills, right experience behind you. When I say right price, what home buyers are paying for in today's market for your home, which this allows you now to compete from a position of strength. Or you can work with one of those other real estate agents, the Hope and Wish program. Hey, let's pick a price and see where it takes us. And then 60 days passes, same situation, but price cuts. Different advertising mindset inside the consumer's mind when it comes to your home. It wasn't the one that launched and got taken off the market immediately. So what's up with this home? While many people think that both paths end up at the same price, my data says that the people who misses the mark extremely, they end up selling their home for about 96 cents on the dollar, about 4% less. We've done the numbers. If you'd watched the prior videos, 4% of 400,000, 16,000, 300,000 is $12,000. They're getting less for their home. So mistake number one is treating the 505 homes as your benchmark when they're your competition and they're not your benchmark, and you need to be pricing off of data and need to be pricing so you win. So realistically, when it comes down to comping your home, I will pull all the data, but the most important data that we have is what has sold in today's market. Now let's dive into what the data is telling us. National purchase mortgage applications are up year over year by 7%. National pending is at 79,220 this week. Some good news, that's up 6.7% compared to the same time last year. So I was telling us buyers are more active this time right now than same time last year. The mortgage rate is at 6.46%, and that is a 5-week high. So mortgage rates are higher than what we call the sweet spot, the 6.25% and below, that activates the next tier of buyers. See, the next tier of buyers is so critical. I had a seller that was ready to sell. He was ready to sell, golf course property. Said, James, not right now when the Iran war started. He says, rates are going to pop. We're going to lose that tier. I got to sell later in the year, sell next year. We're going to do that. And so the e-brake was pulled in short because he knew that tier of buyers he was going to lose. So that number is 6.25 and below. We need to get back down there. I believe once we can figure out what's going on in the Iran situation, we're going to start heading back that direction, hopefully sooner than later. So we're at the PPI numbers, and we're at 6% year over year. That is the highest we've seen it since 2022. That's an inflationary number, and it is an important number. We're all feeling it at the gas pump. Now, this is national news. What does this mean for here in the city of Maricopa? We know one thing, the buyers right now who are writing, making offers, which they're doing, they're not waiting for rates to decrease. Maybe they're saying, hey, the payment's good enough, years down the road, I'll refinance. We do have active buyers in today's market. So we know these buyers are qualified at 6.46, 6.5, those types of numbers to be out there shopping. So if you are a seller hoping and wishing to see us get below the 6% rate, I don't have that direct answer right now. Based on some of the moving parts, I'd say we may not be seeing that. These buyers that are out there are somewhat in agreement and alignment with that piece. So you have to know, can you move right now? Does it make sense for you to move? Should you wait until next year? What is the data telling you on that piece? Let's go back to 2023. In 2023, in the same period of time, 167 homes closed. There was 25.7% win rate. The average loss amount was right around $39,072. The median sale price was right around $336,070. And the median days on market for those who didn't price their home was about 103 days. Let's look at spring of 2024. There were 139 closings, and yet there was a 31.7% win rate. That's going to be the best of all the three numbers I'm going to share with you for the win rate. How much did it cost mispricing? $17,838. And that too is the smallest number out of all 3 years I'm sharing with you. The median sales price was $355,990. That was better than 2023. Let's fast forward it to 2026, same time period. Just slightly better at 141 homes sold. 22.7 win rate, the worst number of all 3 years. And the average dollars lost is in second place at $30,000. And the median sales price is in second place too at $350,000. And the days on market is 94 days for people who are not getting it priced correctly. Now, what does this mean to the city of Maricopa homeowners who are looking to sell and list their property here this spring? So we dealt with 3 different macro environments, 3 different years, yet one consistent pattern. The sellers who price their home correctly from day one, get it done right, get it done quickest, typically sell for the most money. The winners every year are closing in about the same amount of days, 32, 34, 36, somewhere in that window, when they price their home correctly. And if you don't price it correctly, your home is sitting on the market for the same period of time. And typically at best, you're going to get the same amount of money that someone got in 32, 34, 36 days, but you're looking at 90 plus days. At worst, you're going to be getting about 96 cents on the dollar. If you want to have a discussion about pricing your home correctly, let's have a conversation. Give me a call at 520-838-8037. Text me at 602-617-301. Fill out the link that's in the description or the first comment so we can help you get your home priced correctly so you too can be a winner. So important information here. Price your home correctly off of current data that tells a story about your unique situation. If you're in Rancho El Dorado, don't be pricing your home off of what's selling in Tortosa, Maricopa Meadows, the Villages. Price yours off of what's selling inside your subdivision. And if you can't find that, then obviously you're going to have to inch out to either slightly smaller, slightly bigger, figure out the formula for the square footage, or inch into, for example, the Villages, Cobblestone, the lakes, just a little bit out, but you need to find as close as you can to a like model. I'm not talking about a model home. I'm talking about you're in a 1537 square foot home, 2-car garage, single level home. You're facing north-south, not on the golf course or waterfront. You have granite countertops. You have nice tile flooring throughout, nice landscaping, fresh paint inside and out. That's your home? Now you're comparing to something similar to that. That's the model. And say it's in Rancho. And then now we're going to start inching out if we can't find it one way or the other on the square footage, to gently inching out to other subdivisions. Because every subdivision tells a whole new story, right? Next, let's keep this thing simple. Look at what winners are doing to win. That's what I do. I look at what is working, what's not working, what's selling quickly. And that's why here at MaricopaHomesForSale.com, the James Sanson team delivers the best marketing and the best advertising, in my opinion, that's out there. We pay premium numbers to get you premium results. Over 23 years of experience. Before you know it, I can say I've been doing it for a quarter of a century. I've helped thousands of households accomplish their goals, hundreds of 5-star reviews. So get it done correctly with the right agent. Next, understand what the macro, right? The national, and sometimes macro can be state, can be county, can be, so forth, outside the city of Maricopa. Let's focus on national. What are those national data points telling us? That's going to help out a lot to have understanding on pricing and your strategy. So next week, we'll be here sooner than later, and we're going to dive into an interesting one, the best price points to list and the worst price points to list at by neighborhood, by subdivision here in the city of Maricopa. If you're looking to get your home sold, my name is James Sanson with Real Broker. Been helping out home sellers just like yourself on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, sell their homes quickly and for top dollar. Been doing this darn near a quarter of a century, helped out thousands of households get their homes sold quickly, and I have hundreds of 5-star reviews. I can help you accomplish your goals. Give me a call, 520-838-8037. Let's get you an appointment so I can come over and just have a friendly conversation. Zero stress, go over the data points, tour your home, and have an understanding on what we can do to help you accomplish your goal.